What's happening, guys? Friday the 21st. Wear my F shirt because there's some effing stupid crap that's going on right now. So first off, everybody's asking me my opinion, my thoughts on this. This New York Post article went out. There's podcasts about it. There's people talking about it. The U.S. is subsidizing high-risk home buyers at the cost of those with good credit. That's the headline from the New York Post. Now, when you look at this and get into the depth of it, they are raising the Federal Housing Finance Agency, the FHFA, is overseeing Fannie and Freddie. They're bumping up everything, right? You're going to get a cash out refi. It's going to cost you more money. If you're going to do, if your credit score goes below 780, it's going to cost you more money. They're tweaking it like crazy. Then they're also trying to ease the cost for people with lower credit, lower income, all these things. So when you're not in a position to buy a home, they're going to make it easier for you to buy a home. So this is a throwback to the old social experiment you did back in the 1990s up until the 2000s, where you had the crash of 2008. And that's not the only thing. I'm going to get into another one that's also alarming as all hell. So what we have, two things. One, they're making a shit ton of money. So we talked before on this about how they're raising the loan level price adjustment is what it's called. So basically it's raising the points or charges to you for the guarantee fees, because they saw in 2021, the income that came in through Fannie and Freddie guarantee fees was 54% of what they pulled in total income tax revenue as a nation. That's enormous, right? There's $4.6 trillion, I believe, or it was over 4 trillion, like 4.5 trillion for total income tax revenue. 2.4 or 2.6 trillion came in from Fannie and Freddie guarantee fees, somewhere there. I'm just going off of memory here. So it's basically a little over half of what they're able to pull in just income tax. They were able over here pull in 50% of that or above 50% of that in guarantee fees. Now, like, hell, let's just bump the guarantee fees a little bit more. So when your credit score goes below 780, you're going to get hit. If you're trying to pull cash out, you're going to get hit. So that's why I keep saying to everybody, if you're going to pay cash for a home and then want to pull the cash back after you do it, do not do that till we talk. There's a way to try and make it better for you. So that's all I'm going to say about that one. We'll get into it at a different time. Now, the fact that they are impacting lower credit scores and people with qualifying issues to make it softer for them, make it more affordable for them, that's where the bullshit is in this whole thing. That social experiment is going to come back and bite us in the ass. They're charging others, but they're softening it for other people. So it looks like a subsidy. They're just taking from, well, that's the equity thing they keep talking about, right? Taking from these guys over here, hand it over there. I don't know what to tell you. All I'm telling you is this sucks. Now, there are saying, well, we go someplace else, right? Why would we need Fannie and Freddie? Well, those who do not have that guarantee from Fannie and Freddie, basically those guarantee fees go to basically pay. It's like an insurance policy. If they loan you the money, utilizing the guidelines set forth by Fannie and Freddie, and whoever put that money up in the mortgage-backed securities, the charts I talk about every day, they have that guarantee back there. They've got to pay for that guarantee, and you got to pay for that guarantee. If they don't have that, they're going to bump the rate up even higher. So you go outside of the agencies to any sort of regular bank or any other entity that's going to create this. That's what they did in the 2000s. Now you're going to pay higher. Now they tried that, trying to match it up with Fannie and Freddie even to get a little bit better, and so they can offer all these programs that would give people the opportunity to buy houses like mad. And then all came crashing down. Nobody's playing like that right now, but they are starting to play a little bit. And I got this other crazy freaking thing placed in front of me. And I'm going to have to read some of this to you. This is nuts. Somebody's putting out an advertisement. They got this special access through a credit union to do no money down investor financing. No money down. Not only that, it's 10-year fixed. You're going to have to do a balloon, pay that sum off in 10 years. So 0 down. Now, they're all saying this is not for novice investors. This isn't for any investor. This is absolutely insane that they even throw this out, that this even become a thing. Now, what's crazy also is the people who are putting this out and they're talking about it and are referencing this. They're saying, well, this doesn't impact this will go against your Fannie and your FHA 10. Well, FHA doesn't give you 10 loans. It's Fannie and Freddie. FHA is a completely separate thing, not even remotely close. FHA is for owner occupied. You get one of those. You don't get 10 of them. So here's the reason I bring that up. Not trying to stomp on somebody here. They're doing the best they can to continue to keep making opportunities available in their market. But apparently they don't understand finance, number one. And number two, they weren't doing this during the crash. or before the crash. They don't know what led up to it. I'm not saying they're idiots. I'm not saying they're assholes. I'm just saying they're ignorant to what happened. I've been at this since 97. This is another thing they did before that. This is another part of that social experiment. Give people houses for nothing and then set them up at a 10-year fixed where they got to pay that thing off or refinance it, where we have no idea where the market's going. Charlie Munger, I'm going to go back to him, right? He said, we saw 40 years of declining interest rates. We could see we anticipate 40 years of increasing interest rates. You're getting this piece of crap, 100% financing, no equity, with a 9% interest rate is what's supposedly being quoted for a 10 years fixed, where you got to pay that damn thing off in 10 years. Where are we going to be at in 10 years if Charlie's right? Let's go back to his partner, Warren Buffett. 30-year fixed is the greatest financial instrument in history. Why? Because it's a one-way bet. You lock it, you have your equity, because you put some money down, you're going to be making a better return on it, of course. Then, if the rates go down, you just refinance. If they don't, you are safe. Don't fall for this stuff, guys. This is what caused our problem before. We're just revisiting the same bullshit because people don't get it. When people start talking about these things, they start advertising these things, they start talking about how this is a great thing for you. They weren't there. I'm not saying they're dumb. I'm just saying they just don't know. So since they don't know, you might want to turn and find somebody who does know. Do not engage with people who do not have the experience. It's just the way it is. I will say that all day, every day. Now let's look at our charts here. Here's our charts. So today we had manufacturing indexes come out and start reporting. It reported a lot higher than they had anticipated. So that's had some negative way on our bonds. So it shows that there's increasing inflation because we have more manufacturing, more going on there. Then it's actually going to start pushing our inflation numbers up. Bonds don't like inflation. Again, every time they start coming out and saying that things are getting better, we start getting another report that says it's getting worse as far as the inflation is concerned. It's hard to know what's right because we're not being fed the right things from our media. They're literally throwing us the wrong crap all the time. They're cooking the books with respect to jobs. We talked about that before. So if we're looking at here, as we know, you can go back, you can scroll down, you can get the tutorial on what these charts are. This is our trading ranges here. We've got here's where we opened today. Here's where we're at. We've traded really low. We've traded high, but we've traded right in between these moving averages. So we got 50-day moving average, and we got 35-day moving average. That's where we're trading between. This is our floor. This is our ceiling. We seem to be bumping back and forth, as shown right here. We're getting squeezed into this. So I'm thinking we're going to go kind of sideways a little bit here. I'm not too worried about where we're going to go today as far as Friday is concerned. Going into the weekend, we'll see how the news comes out next week. But I'm thinking we're probably going to be okay just kind of sitting here. I would still tell everybody, you might want to lock if you're sitting on a deal that needs to get locked. I wouldn't play around with this, wouldn't mess around with this market, would not let this turn on a dime on you because it likes to do that. I also stay away from anything that has to do with something that's not a good old-fashioned 30-year fixed. Sorry, guys, but these things, people that are cooking this stuff up, credit unions or local banks, people are asking me as well, why would a local bank do this? Why would a credit union do this? Doesn't make any sense why they do it. It doesn't make any sense. The reason I'll tell you this, that they're doing it is because it's run by people. And we don't know what people they put in place. We don't know who they put into a position to make decisions about products or how to invest the capital they have in their institution. We don't know what their background is. We have no idea if they made it through the crash or not. They saw how that was built. They could have come from a whole different industry and they're going into a credit union. They could have come from the credit union side. They could have been a damn teller during all this and not understand what's going on and work their way up. God bless them for that, but they don't know what they're freaking doing. They're going to lead us right back into the hell we were before. So if that's the case, stay away from it. Secure yourself. Have some dry powder because, man, I'm going to quote my boys at Cypress Hill. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. And the shit's starting to go down because people are building stupid crap up to just take us right back where we were. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you subscribing if that's what you want to do. Anything you need from us, let us know. Just go to aaron.chapman.com, connect with us. We will talk you through anything we can to help you make decisions as the CEO of your real estate investment business. I don't know all the answers. I'm giving you most of my opinions here. That's what I think. And so far, I don't think I'm wrong.